Hello, join me today at Greenwood Fishery up in Cheshire, doing a fishery walk round. I just got onto the fishery now from the car park, but I'll show you that on the way back. But the fishery contains 32 pegs. Well, this lake contains 32 pegs, which is Kingfisher Lake. The other lake is called Lagoon Lake, which I'll show you in a moment. But all the pegs are spaced out like absolutely fantastic, as you can see. Brilliant looking lake. I was on here the other day fishing the far side over that way and had about £60 of silvers. Like I said, on this lake there's 32 pegs. Day ticket £7 a day, concessions are £6, but obviously he nice big carp in the lilies there, a couple of carp in the lilies. But obviously a lot of carp anglers fish this lake, and if you need to know any prices for, we've got the summer houses and whatever on site. Julian's got the website there, Greenwood Fisheries, and have a look on there and it'll tell you all the prices that you need to know. But as you see, stunning looking lake. Nice and shaded over here. Right. Julian was telling me that in the winter it comes alive as well for the silver fishing. So if you're into your silvers and you want to come down, you're local in the area, get yourselves down here. With it being so deep in there, it holds massive shoals of roach, bream going £4, add a few pound, but it's not far from Warrington, this place. It's on the A49 and it's about a mile off the junction, and it's not far from Brookside Fishery, as you can see. Set up for the carp anglers as well as the course angler. Course angler can come down and get a ticket also. But there is a couple of summer houses on here what Julian's built, and at the moment there's two here what he's built. There's one there, and all the prices are on the website for them if you want to have a look. Greenwood Fishery, and also on Facebook as well. There's two there, that's the second one. But also Julian's told me that he's got plans to build another two, which is going to be more suited for the carp angler, obviously, because he will be hiring them out as a package. He's been telling me as well that some of the old pegs, which are like the single ones, he's going to be extending during the winter months into the lake by probably another 6 foot out into the water. So it'll help with I don't know, if you're fishing the pole and you want to ship back a bit further, because as you can see, if you're fishing this peg for example, you've not got much space to ship back if you want to fish 13 metres, but you don't really have to fish that far out, to be honest. Like you say, there's a smaller peg round here which I'll show you, like these two pegs here. Planning to do some work in the winter just to extend these probably another 6 to 8 foot out into the water, so it'll give you a bit more room in between the track and the water. But very deep venue this, to be honest. It's I was fishing top 2 plus 1 the other day and was getting about 8-10 foot deep, and then I even fished shallow on top 2 and it was unbelievable. Again, probably had about £60 of fish. But again, coming on to the next peg, and the pegs are lovely. You know, you've got plenty of room to get the rod out, feeder out, pellet waggler, standard mag and wag, anything really. Plenty of room for casting, not too much in the way. Again, with it being such a deep venue, plenty of safety devices. But I'm going to come back in the winter and do another one for the winter fish. Been open nearly 30 years, this place now. Used to be an old sand quarry. The actual lake's been open 30 years, but it's been going as a sand quarry from early 1930s. And they used to dig the sand out for world wars and that, like, so it's got a lot of history. It's a stunning place, absolutely stunning. As you can see, you probably get a decent peg there, fishing off that peg. Over to the aerator this side, and again it's not shallow, it's quite deep. And I have seen a few carp moving already. There's a couple of nice carp under the bridge there, you can see. If you can see them. Ghosties. Under the bridge. I'll just take you around to the jetty peg. Milling about under there. Just take you around to the jetty peg. Yeah, I fished this peg a couple of years ago now, and it's ideal because you're right out into the water anyway. And it gives you an advantage straight away. There's carp everywhere in the lilies here. Gives you an advantage straight away if you want to fish the pole. Get on the edge of them lilies there, and it was a tench city. But obviously, primarily this peg's for disabled anglers who do come down and they do want to fish it, so obviously you have to give up the peg if they come along. Taking up to the car park. Julian's done a lot of work over the winter in the car park as well. He's extended the car park, make it a bit more easier. Tidy car park. As you can see, it goes right back, so there's plenty of room. Brilliant. Also net dips about, so obviously fish welfare. If you're getting out the car over this side, you've got your net dips there. That goes for the carp anglers as well. And also you've got your net dips over here too. Another thing Julian's put in this year is this little toilet block. Obviously aimed at the carp lads, like, and carp girls, but obviously if you're there pleasure fishing during the day up to a certain time, you can use this. It's always open, well maintained. Toilets there for ladies and gentlemen, and disabled also. So yeah, this is Kingfisher Lake. Absolute stunner of a venue. Okay, you know, from the toilet block, I'm going to move down now to Lagoon Lake. This is more aimed at pleasure fishing, match angler, course angler. And again, I think it's got about 20 pegs on this lake, and it's a bit nice actually. As you can see straight away, this first section, the way it's being set out with little platforms, Again, plenty of fish moving around. Again, disabled anglers are more than welcome to get on here as well. You heard in the background there, plenty of carp sucking away in the reeds. These pegs fish really well in the winter. Fishing over to the far side, it's got like an underslung bank in it, and it drops off really deep compared to the rest of the area around here. There's been some nice match weights during the winter, up to 90 odd pound winning on these pegs as well, especially. But stock wise, fish wise, we've got F1s, we've got carp, common, mirror, tench, we've got silvers plenty, we've got bream, roach, rudd, perch, some lovely crucians as well. Very idyllic like this. There's a few people on today, so what I'll just try and walk past. But I'm going to come down next week and give it a go. I'm going to probably try and fish on this peg up against the island and see how we get on. Well, I've walked around earlier and these guys are fishing it and they're catching. Just standard pleasure anglers. Depth wise, we're talking probably 3 or 4 foot, because Julian's in the winter just gone has had this lake desilted. He's done a lot of work on this lake because it was really silted up, and winter just gone he's had it sorted out. He's done a lot of work on it, and he's gained all the silt off the lake bed, also all the foliage off the trees and everything, they're all gone as well. So he said it's breathed a lot of fresh life into the lake, because it was pretty stagnant and it was pretty hard to fish and catch. But now from April onwards, he said the fish have just been on form every week, every day. But again, fishing wise, tactic wise, it's like pole work, cast a feeder out, pellet waggler, anything you want to fish really, baits, corn, hard pellet. It'll be quite a busy day. He's done a lot of work since I've been up last on the pegs, putting the anti-slip down, as you can see. So yep, just walking around. Just walking around doing a bit of air filming to just have a look at the fishery on its day, and just to see how the people are fishing there and catching. Again, the pegs vary there. You've got places that are tight up to the reeds that are open water. Again, we've got cars parked up, dead easy access. Bit more shaded over this side than the other side. Proper suntan weather over there. Lovely looking lake though, and it's stuffed with fish. Tight peg and nut though, but he does have matches on here, like I said earlier, Julian, the owner. And again, day ticket prices, £7. Nice guy over there with the skimmer, bringing it in now. And he was just fishing right into the edge over there on, I don't know, look like pellets or something, or a little island peg there. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go next week. I have fished it before, but I've not fished it since Julian's done the work with the desilting of it. So hopefully I'll be able to report back some decent catches. But I've walked around again. This is my second time walking around here today. I walked around about an hour ago and the guys were catching tench, skimmers, some nice little F1s, carp. Yeah, and this is called Lagoon Lake. These are out of bounds, you can't fish this area, like, but just walking up. You can fish on this peg. So yeah, if you've got any questions you want to ask or any info needed, you can contact Julian, the owner, via the Facebook page, which is listed in as Greenwood Fishery. And also there's a website there, again, greenwoodfishery.co.uk. All the info's on the site, all the info's on Facebook. The information needed on Facebook, it's being updated regular now, on a regular basis. Catch reports and whatever else, what's being caught, what baits are being used. So yeah, check it out, guys. And this is just a little step. You can park your car here if you want to fish on this side, no problem. Lovely fishery. If anyone's interested in any matches, just leave a comment and I'll pass the info over to Julian if you can't get through or whatever. Try and organise a match. So yeah, Greenwood Fishery up near Warrington. Just off the on the A49, just off the M56. £7 to fish it. If you're into your carp angling, all the prices are on the website and whatever, and there's some lovely carp in here up to mid-20s, £30, which do come out on a regular basis. Not on this lake, on Kingfisher Lake, which is just over the side there. But yeah, any more info, guys, give us a shout or whatever, and if you ever fancy a day on here, give us a shout, and if in the area, we'll try and join you. So take it easy. Bye bye.